My name is Sandy Gibson, and this is my slide presentation and video recording for the process of socialization for the Introduction to Sociology class, Sociology 150. Today I am doing an interview with a friend of mine, my husband actually, to talk through some of the items listed here and starting with his demographic information. Can you tell me your name?
James William Gibson.
Okay. Let's talk about some of your basic demographic information. So what is your age
I'm 53 years old.
and what is your gender?
I am male,
Okay, and your ethnicity?
white,
Okay, and where did you grow up? What's your hometown?
Norwood, Ohio.
Okay, I grew up there too.
Mhm.
So your family size,
Um, im-
immediate family size?
Immediate family.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's us and Justin, right, in the
Mm-hmm.
household.
Yep.
So it's three.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep. And so you have others outside of our
Others outside
family.
of our family, but
Yep.
yeah,
For our immediate family
yeah.
size. Okay, and your educational level?
College bachelor degree. Yeah.
Okay. And job history.
I've been in ministry for 30 some odd years. So
Yep.
some started off in youth ministry and then became associate slash worship minister and then have been in the preaching ministry since 2001.
Okay. What was your favorite out of all of this?
Preaching ministry. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about personality and temperament. So what personality characteristics and temperaments were you born with?
Mm. I've always had a very good sense of humor, and so very easygoing. I like working together with people and those kind of things. I've always been that way. So um, yeah.
Yep, that's good stuff. That
Okay.
that lends itself to your ministry too. It comes across. Right? And so people in your life. So what people in your life played major roles in shaping who you became?
Mm. There have been a lot of people who've done that in my life. Um, I had a youth minister that worked with me a lot when I was in high school. His name was Mark Neal, and so he was very important in my early life. And then in ministry, I went on to work with a guy named Mark Fugate. He worked a lot with me on teaching me how to practical ministry type stuff. And so a lot of guys in the church, a lot of men in the church that have been very good influences on me. So yeah, a lot of people.
Let's talk about life factors. So what factors in your life played major roles in shaping who you became?
Mm, wow, that's a deep one. Um, Factors in real life who played a major role. By factors, define that for me.
So maybe some things of your past, like growing up, that maybe played a major role in like shaping who you became, and maybe some of the choices that led you to being a minister, even.
So growing up, my grandma on my mom's side played a major role in my life too, major influence too. That goes to the previous question.
Mhm.
But she was always encouraging me to go to the little church that was on the corner near where we lived, and so it was that encouragement. I finally did go at the invitation of a friend from school. Um, so the role of the church has been a major factor in shaping who I've become. Um, so yeah,
Yeah,
I guess.
I can see that. I can see that. Um, like all of those things from your past, kind of feeding into your your career choice and your calling, even. So let's talk a bit about family. So how did family play a role in shaping who you became? So um, not just Justin, your son, but maybe some of the other people in your extended family, like your mom or uncles.
Hmm. I had in my younger life, my mom's brothers played a big role in my life as well, and so kind of came from a blended, broken, mixed, family situation. And so they stepped in when I was younger to kind of give some male role models and those kind of things. Um, and then, yeah,
Yeah, those are
yeah,
important things that help shape us for sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
younger in life. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. How did friends play a role in shaping who you became? So we went to the same high school, so I know some
Hmm.
of them.
Yeah.
But how did friends shape you?
Well, I had friends, like one of my friends, Jason Jones. I've known him since second grade. And so Jason went all the way through elementary school, high school, junior high, high school, and even college. We were together, and then made some amazing friends when I was in college that are still a major part of my life, and actually serve as accountability for me and encouragement and people that I can always call and seek counsel from. And so those are guys that not only I went to high school with a few of them, but went to college with a few of them as well. So yeah.
Yeah, you've had them like throughout your whole like from high school into your adult life.
Yeah.
Yeah, true friends. Okay, enemies. So, how did enemies play a role in shaping who you became?
Enemies. I've eliminated all of them. I'm just kidding. No. So enemies. Wow. I don't know. I think whenever you encounter people that I'm one of those people that I there are not very many people that I've met that just automatically didn't like me. There have been some, but and in those cases, it's just you know you learn how to overcome that kind of discouragement from not being liked, and you know, and so yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. Did those influences teach you part about who you are and who you want to be in this world?
It taught me that not everybody's gonna like you, right? And people that are kind of that way, sometimes the best thing is to be hated by the right people.
Yeah, for sure, for
And
sure.
so I just try to overcome that and not let it discourage you. And
Yeah.
yeah,
And how did experiences play a role in shaping who you became?
experiences
Like I know you lived out west for part of like your childhood,
for two
right?
years.
And
Yeah,
so did any of those experiences kind of play a factor in who you became in life and maybe some of those experiences while you were living out west and the people you grew up with?
yeah. I lived out there for 2 years. My mom got transferred out there, and we came back at the end of elementary school, beginning of junior high. And so yeah, I don't know if they played a role. One of the life experiences, especially as a child, that I always look back on is um, I had an uncle who took me on a major trip to Barbados with him when I was 13, and so that's something that's a life experience I always look back on,
Yeah.
and yeah, I remember that. So
Yeah. Yeah, I know in some of those instances it sometimes teaches us like how we need to be in the world, right, for others as well. And so, like your trip with your uncle, I know that that was significant for you,
mm,
right? And your sister also went on a trip with him, so he for sure played a big role in your both of your lives.
yeah,
Okay, and how did you play a role in shaping who someone else became in their life?
there have been several younger men that I've been able the same way that there have been guys um, in the church that have taken time to um, disciple me and kind of give me an example of what it means to be a man, a Christian man. I've tried to do that in my years in ministry as well with other younger guys. And so one of the guys that comes right off the top of my head, his name's Micah Frazee, and he came on as a my worship and youth person at a former church that I was at. And so I was able to kind of invest in him and kind of do the same thing that I mentioned earlier that Mark Fugate did with me, right?
Yeah.
and kind of just show him how to do things and teach him and be very patient with him and counsel him and those things. And so I've been able to do that with him. But there have been several guys throughout my time in ministry that I've done that with. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Michael loves you.
yeah,
Like you had a significant impact on his life, and they for sure just adore you. And I know that he's still, that's close to him, and playing music and all of that is
yeah,
still close to him
yeah.
as well. So, well, thank you for taking the time to help me with my
You're very welcome.
my project here. So
All right.
have a good day, everyone. Hi.